Hi Professor, this is Soumya Chintalapalli. Today my topic is about Proceedings of the VLDB Endowment. Coming to the first slide, Introduction to the VLDB Endowment. The mission of VLDB Endowment is to promote and extend scholarly work in databases and related fields throughout the world. The VLDB conference began in 1975 and is now closely associated with SIGMOD and SIGKD. VLDB is a non-profit organization incorporated in the United States for the sole purpose of promoting and exchanging scholarly work in databases and related fields throughout the world. The endowment serves as the steering committee for the VLDB conference series. The review process for the conferences is implemented in collaboration with PVLDB, and the conference review process is entirely through VLDB. Since 1992, the VLDB Endowment has published the VLDB Journal. For disseminating achievable research results, by now the journal is one of the most successful journals across all the computer science. The VLDB Journal is published in collaboration with Springler Verlag. On various activities, the endowment closely cooperates with ACM SIGMOD. The endowment also sponsors various scholarly activities. It has established a program that supports summer schools and other training activities of this kind in countries that could otherwise not afford the expenses for such events. The VLDB Historical Archives since 1995 contains websites of past conferences, conference statistics, example, number of papers submitted, acceptance rates. Coming to the next slide, mission and objectives of the VLDB Endowment. The VLDB Endowment is committed to ensuring that all VLDB activities are carried out in an inclusive and diverse environment, with zero tolerance for discrimination, harassment, or any other from the misconduct. The database system community-wide DBC eras inactivative corporate started with ACM SIGMOD is a realization of this principle. We cannot be satisfied with continuing the we will continue to actively stand against discrimination. We will find new ways to address the inequities that exists in our field. We will help to create an environment that is more welcoming, just as equitable to all. We join ACM and CRA in stating that will continue to listen, to learn, and to engage and to explore new ways to fight against and respect racism. Definition of VLDB. A very large database is a relational database responsible for handling big data. Usually a VLDB size may be 10 or 100 times of size of typically database. This type of database requires advanced hardware technology and effective software algorithm to manage a wide variety of data. One of the primary characteristics of a VLDB is that it constantly and dynamically increases in size. To tackle this frequency of size change, complex and efficient algorithms are required to manage the data effectively. Furthermore, the limitations of size make such a database unmanageable on ordinary computers. Consumers of VLDB. In today's era, VLDB has become necessary for companies with millions of consumers as information is constantly flowing, and large databases are needed to cater to it accordingly. Social media companies like Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. NASA for storing astronomical data, government database for storing civilian records. Few differences between common database and very large database. A traditional database is usually takes up tens of GBs, and very large database usually takes thousands of GBs or even some 100 terabytes. Traditional database has an inconsistent requirement for size inflation, meaning the database do not grow at a rapid pace, and very large database has a consistent requirement for an increase in size as data is continuously growing at the fast pace. Traditional database can utilize ordinary computer components, and very large database requires much modern and up-to-date technology. Challenges. These are several challenges while dealing with VLDBs. The consistent growth of data, it becomes very complex to handle this much data. No minimum database size, it has a dynamic growth rate and the database could be of any size. Sometimes such opportunities within the database could be very slowly. To cater to the need for every ever growing data, VLDB was introduced where millions of transactions, records, and receipts can be stored with modern, powerful hardware support. Now, coming to the next slide, aims and scope of the VLDB endowment. The VLDB journal is a bi-monthly journal published on behalf of VLDB endowment. Launched in July 1992, the journal is now published both in electronic and printed edition by Springer Verlag. In addition to its goal as an outlet for his quality and timely research and development results, the journal has two important commitments: to low cost so that it is widely affordable, to a quick publication of accepted papers so as to publish the most recent and timely results. High quality and timely publication is achieved by employing a large editorial board of internationally known researchers and through review procedure. Each editor handles a relatively small number of papers at any one time and can pay more attention to quality and timeliness of reviews. Papers are available electronically and subscribers as soon as they are accepted regardless of the schedule of the paper version. The journal is dedicated to the publication of scholarly contributions in areas of data management such as data system technology and information system, including their architectural and applications. Further, the journal scope is restricted to areas of data management that are covered by the combined expertise of journal's editorial board. Submissions with the substantial theory component are welcome, but the VLDB journal expects such submissions also to embody a system component. In relation of data mining and general will handle submissions where system issues play a significant role. Factors that we use to determine whether a data mining paper is within scope include the submission target systems, issues in relation of data mining, the submission contribution build, and rather than simply cite work already published in database outlets. Example: VLDBJ, EDBT. The journal's editorial board has the necessary expertise on the submissions topic. Traditional stand-alone data mining papers that lack the above or similar characteristics and out of the scope for this journal. Criteria similar to the above are applied to submission form other areas. Example, information retrieval and graphical information systems. Now, advantages of VLDB endowment. VLDB properties allows you can customize the SQL that MicroStrategy generates and determine how data is processed by the analytical engine. You can configure properties such as SQL join types, SQL inserts, table creation, evaluation, check for null values, and so on. VLDB properties can provide support for unique configurations and optimize performance in special reporting and analyzing scenarios. You can use the VLDB properties editor to alter the syntax or behavior of a SQL and take advantages of unique database specific optimizations. You can also alter how the analytical engine processes data in certain situations, such as subtotals with consideration and sorting null values. Each VLDB property has two or more VLDB settings, which are the different options available for a VLDB property. For example, the matrix join type VLDB property has two VLDB settings, inner join and outer join. Now coming to disadvantages, capability challenges. While VLDBs are designed to handle large volumes of data, scaling these systems can be challenging as data continues to grow exponentially. Organizations must invest in scalable infrastructure and technologies to ensure efficient data management and processing. Performance concerns. Managing and querying large database can lead to performance bottlenecks, including slow query processing and high. Optimizing performance in VLDB system requires careful database design, indexing strategies, and query optimization techniques. Now coming to the next slide, challenges and further directions. Remaining challenges. Despite significant advancements, VLDBs face ongoing challenges such as scalability, performance, optimization, data privacy, and security. Addressing these challenges requires continuous innovation and collaboration among researchers, practitioners, and industry stakeholders. Further directions. Further research in VLDBs is expected to focus on emerging technologies and trends such as cloud computing, distribution system, edge computing, and big data analytics. Additionally, there is growing interest in exploring novel approaches for data management, including graph database, NoSQL databases, and blockchain technology. Opportunities for innovation. As organizations increasingly rely on data driven insights to gain an competitive edge, there are ample opportunities for innovation in VLDBs. Researchers and practitioners are encouraged to explore collaborations, leverage emerging technologies, and develop capable solutions to address the evolving needs of data intensive applications and industry. Conclusion. Few key points from VLDB endowment. Throughout this presentation, we have explored the mission and objectives of the VLDB endowment, the signification of VLDBs in data management, and the content featured in the proceeding of the VLDB endowment. Importance of VLDB research. The VLDB endowment plays a pivotal role in advancing research and innovation in the field of databases and information management. By providing a platform for collaboration, knowledge exchange, and dissemination of research feeding, the VLDB endowment contributes to the advancement of data science and technology. As we conclude, We encourage researchers, practitioners, and educators to actively engage with the VLDB endowment and contribute to this its mission of promoting excellence in database research. By sharing your insights, discovers, and innovations, you can help shape the future of VLDBs and drive meaningful impact of the global database community. Thank you.